I hate to make amends. Now I owe amends to someone. Sort of inverse, because I tried to remove myself from the meeting because my energy was negative. Whoever's chairing the meeting reflects, the group. And so, if you're chairing and you're cross-eyed stoned or spun out on meth, it really does cloud the message, at least for me. But then again, it's contrast, acceptance. Nobody comes into the rooms by chance. And there are no coincidences. And I need to look at myself and I don't know, it just triggers me. When I came in 99, I was a meth addict. And I wasn't clean. I just was in drug court. I had to get meetings signed, but I didn't run my mouth. I came in, I identified as an addict, and I kept my mouth shut and I listened. And I got my signatures, and that's how it started. It all started with signatures. Court ordered. And, by my nature, I'm an addict, and by nature, defiance is a number one characteristic. I don't like being told what to do. I am more than intelligent enough to know that, to know what I am, I've never had a problem admitting I'm an alcoholic or a drug addict. That's just, if you're honest, and you are, you are. Now, what to do about it, that's just an ongoing life process. It's a small world. When I came back into to my Scottsdale meetings after I went back to school and after my mom's death and stuff. Anyways, I happened to park in this one spot, and then I sit in this chair on this table, and I don't know, but it happened to be somewhere someone else always parks and where someone else always sits. And this person, I asked to be my sponsor. And it also turns out that he rented out the house that I used to grow up in at 66 and Choya. And we look at each other, and we're just like, small world. I do believe I believe in a lot of weird things, like sacred contracts. We meet the people we need to meet. We hear the things we need to hear. And nowhere else have I found that more relevant in 12-step recovery meetings. We open with a prayer. It's not a religious deal, but we open with a prayer. And we close with a prayer. And I start my day with a prayer, and I pray throughout the day, and I journal all night if I need to. Try to look at how I can try to be the next grander vision, greater version of Spence. And every day that I don't drink is a big deal. I don't know why I work so hard for things. I work really hard for sobriety, to stay sober, and why I can't appreciate it as much as being naked, curled up in the fetal position, just wanting to die. That I can remember. But to actually appreciate, the right here and now. I'm down to 176 pounds. I'm not 280. My arteries aren't clogged full of cholesterol of, 20 years of fat, being fat. small changes over time. Far as it's all about diet too. It's not about exercise. Exercising, keep on moving. I roller skate, which is great for balance, especially at 60. And I don't know, it's my one exercise. It's the only exercise I do. But you got to keep moving. This sedentary lifestyle, especially as you get older, it's deadly. All my actions are pro-life. Not all my thoughts, but my actions. I start my day with a meeting, and whether I like them or not. And today, there's a lot of contrast. But when I hear somebody, when I see somebody is actually doing the deal, who gets a sponsor, who starts working the steps, you see the light come on. And it's not always quick. There's another guy, he was in there for like 5 years, and he's just trudging through, staying sober a day at a time. And about 6 months ago, all of a sudden the light just comes on. And he's just like a completely new man. He's the same person, he weighs the same, but there is a bounce in his step. Was it worth the 5-year wait? Hell yes. So sometimes it's not quick. Matter of fact, sobriety is slowbriety. It's not quick at all, and we get tested. Here's another little story. When I got arrested anyways, and I finally did surrender and I get clean. I got 2 weeks into the program. First 2 weeks in my life, clean and sober. First week was okay because I slept, but it's a different world. Anyways, I'm cleaning some stuff out and I find a glass pipe, and there's the best crystal meth. It was so good I hid it from myself. Here I am at 2 weeks. All I have is a 24-hour chip, and I see that, and I instantly, my addict mind goes, oh my God, I know what that is and how good it is, and I haven't used in 2 weeks. The high would just be it'd be out of my complete norm, because I'm always saturated. And I prayed. And then I took that thing and I shattered it on the concrete. And a peace came over me. And then I took the water hose and I washed all those glass shards away. See, because a true addict would go through those glass pieces and find the crystal. I spent many an hour digging through carpet. The way we spend our lives. Anyways, that was really the beginning. That was the real test of... am I willing to go to any lengths? And it works one day at a time. Trying to get sober is so astronomically against you, but to try to get off meth, especially, when you've been using for a decade or two, it's just nothing short of miraculous. And yet there's a few of us that have done it and that are doing it. And a whole lot of them that are still using and claiming sobriety, and that just really, I'm working on that. I really am. Everyone else thinks they're funny. I don't find it funny or entertaining. But that's just where I'm at. And but it's taken me, 27 years to have these insights and awarenesses and failures and achievements. I should die sober. I have no fear of death, of leaving this body. I have no fear of life, and But for any alcoholic, it doesn't matter what you do, what you've achieved. If you come in and you have some sobriety, I believe in reincarnation. I believe life is a lot longer than this one. I don't want to come back an alcoholic addict. It's challenging. It's incredible. It's amazing to overcome, but so few do, especially in the world today. My heart goes out, my prayers go out to everybody. There's a lot of volcanoes, there's a lot of earthquakes, there's a lot of stuff coming on all around the world, you know. People losing their houses, losing everything instantly. I know that feeling. And I have empathy for them, and God bless us all. Good night.